Another question that must be answered when you start a new project is, what are the utilities available to your process, or what are the utilities available in the location? If you are not familiar with the term utilities, utilities are everything that you use to produce your product, but it's not part of your product. For instance, when you have the reactions, you are doing polypropylene, you have the cooling of the jacket of the reactor, you need a cooling system to do that. You can use cooling water, or you can use other refrigerant, and these are utilities. You need electricity to run your process, to run electrical equipment, to run electrical devices, control valves or PLCs and etc. So that are also a utility. Or you have a refinery and you need to add energy for the reboiler, and eventually you can use steam, low pressure steam, to add the energy for your reboiler. So your main purpose is to do the refining of the petroleum and have its fractions, gasoline, naphtha, and etc. But you use another source or another stream to support you on reaching that. So this way you have the utility. There are many other utilities that you can consider. For instance, instrument air, depending on your process. You can have also demineralized water, and there are many other utilities. And you need to be aware which kind of utilities are available for your project. For instance, if you need to install an oxygen plant and there is no industrial or potable water available in the location, or if it is too expensive to be used as a utility, you cannot consider a cooling water system, an open tower to do that. You will need, for instance, to consider using air coolers to do that, because the air coolers will use the air as cooling medium, and the water that recirculates in the system will be in a closed loop, and you will not waste, or you will not lose the water during the process. And that is totally different when you are using an open cooling tower, because the effects of cooling the water is based on the aspersion of air and the exchanging of temperature and mass, and it's normal to have the losses of water, and you need to do a makeup of water to refresh or to refill the bases of your cooling water system. So if you don't have water available, you cannot consider that kind of solution. Let me give you another example. Imagine that you need to add a pre-treatment natural gas system in a desert location, and where you don't have electricity going there. So eventually you will need to have power to run the compressor or to run the pumps that are needed to do the dehydration of the gas, for instance. So based on that, you will need to have a motor generator. You need to get parts of the gas to produce electricity at the location, and that electricity will run your equipment. That kind of information impacts how you design the plant, how you do the plant design. So that's why when we are starting a new project, we need to map all the utilities available in the customer, if it is the customer responsibility, or at least in the location if I need to get from the concessionary or other supplier.